Hi bro, I hope that you are ready, because today we are going to be digging deep into 5 of the most common handbrakes in your training. It doesn't matter if you are doing street lifting, calisthenics, bodybuilding, powerlifting, I don't know, strongman competitions. It doesn't matter how hard you train, if you keep doing these 5 things, you will never make progress. And when I started working out, I thought that I could get away with some of these, but later I found out the harsh truth that if you keep doing these things, your progress will not be significant. The first one is going to be processed foods. I know we are saying like, whoa, but protein bars are processed foods. All of these things are processed foods. And who are you to even talk to me? What should I do? I am 16 years old. I've been training calisthenics and street lifting since I was 11 or 12. I've made a ton of progress and I did the world's heaviest weighted dip at 15 years old, which is 105 kilograms, which is absolutely crazy. I think I built an amazing physique and I built also an awesome YouTube channel that's going to keep getting bigger because I want to help more people like you. So if you get the time, you can like this video and subscribe. Now, why are processed foods so bad and what is the optimal diet? The optimal diet is an animal-based diet and also eating the foods that are the ingredients on its own. So what do I mean by that? You go into the store and you buy a piece of grass-fed steak. You look at the back of it and it doesn't say anything. Why? There is no ingredients list. Why? Because it's an ingredient on its own. You go and you buy a sack of potatoes. What label is there? It's just potatoes. There is no ingredients list. You go and you buy a protein bar, you think, oh, protein bar is healthy. This was my biggest cope. But you look at the back, there are seed oils, disgusting chemicals in there that are going to be slowing your progress down. You should definitely do some more research, but if you don't want to do that, just take my word for it, avoid processed foods. Just bro, eat real food. Eat milk, cheese, steak, eggs, not even steak, but whatever type of meat, and you are going to be in the cool. The second one is going to be kind of weird, but I need to mention it. Porn and fapping. This is the most common handbrake for young men from the ages of 12 to like 18 or even older. Why is this not good? People are going to be telling you, oh, you need to jack off more than 4 times a week in order to prevent prostate cancer. I don't want to get too controversial in this video, but these people want young men to be weak. You probably don't know this, but I know because I got to that point. 1 month after you never busted a nut is the biggest motivation and the biggest progress in the gym and the most male aggression that you are going to have. A big warning, after a month or 2, the progress starts declining. So then it's like, okay, I can say this is weird but saying, but after a month of quitting, watching it and doing stuff like that, you are going to discover this unbelievable source of energy. And that was the time that I dipped the 105 kilograms. So bro, I really recommend you try it out, because this is absolutely crazy. And bro, if you are doing these things, you feel like a goblin from personal experience. And it destroys your self-confidence. So stop doing this and you are going to be way more confident. By the way, you can't quit this immediately. If you've been doing this for like 2 years or a year, it's really, really hard. So this is a journey that's going to take years to undo. The next one. You may be thinking this doesn't have anything to do with working out, but this is to this day, I'm trying to quit it, my biggest handbrake is short form content. Why is it bad for you? It absolutely annihilates your focus. I remember the days, like a year and a half ago, were the golden times of my life, the golden progress in my gym. I used to meditate for an hour a day. And that increased my performance in the gym. A half an hour before the gym, I used to just sit and meditate and go through the exercises that I was going to do. And those were my golden times, the brightest times of my life. I went into ruts and stuff, a lot of things happened, but now I'm back on track and trying to quit these things. One of my friends, he's not really my friend actually, but I saw on Instagram, he was actually bragging about it. I felt disgusted when I saw it. On TikTok, he had 200,000 plus minutes of scrolling a year. That's a lot. Like 200,000 minutes of scrolling his life away. If you are consuming short form content which destroys your attention span on TikTok, just delete it. But then when I did this, I went on to YouTube Shorts. But I can't delete YouTube. I post videos and I also watch educational videos. So this is also going to be a battle of willpower. But if you quit these things, you will just release the handbrake and you can go and make a lot of progress really, really easily. Because you are going to be mindful. So just take my word for it, maybe do some research about it and do something about this because this is unacceptable. This next one is kind of a heartbreaking story for me. Smoking or vaping. Back in the day, I was 13 years old then. And I've been working out for a year and a half, we can say. And I got one of my friends into working out. He still works out to this day with me. And he has a brother, a bit older. And he got into working out with us. It was amazing. He was actually the first person that I could compete with. He was doing slow muscle ups, ring muscle ups. He was really good at muscle ups. He could literally, I was working out for 3 years straight and couldn't do a ring muscle up. And he was banging ring muscle ups with 20 kilograms, bro. It was crazy. And we supported each other and this was amazing. But then it took a big turn. He started smoking and vaping. And I could see his physique. He started skipping the gym. He started calling off that he's sick and he doesn't feel well. And right now, he didn't visit my home gym or the Calisthenics park for half a year. And the progress that he made in 4 years just disappeared. You can't even see muscle on him. He went from this jacked guy, he was a really skinny guy. He turned into this like jacked guy. He started taking creatine and all of my other friends were telling me and him that he blew up and he was massive. He was stronger than me and he was working out for a year less. But yeah, he's 2 years older than me. But now he's really, really weak. So please, 4 years of training went down the drain for not even half a year of smoking and vaping. Never get into this. And if you are smoking right now, get some help. Because this is an addiction that is super, super cruel and it's going to be really hard to quit. If you are watching to this part of the video, this probably isn't your handbrake. To the most part. But it is unwillingness to learn. This was also a big handbrake. Because I got from the first 2 years of training, it was all like personal experience. And I thought that I was the most amazing trainer for my friends and for everybody around in the world. But I started watching YouTube videos and started researching how to get better at calisthenics. And these guys, these like gurus, were telling me like, oh, do this. And I was super resentful to it. When I look back, I could have made way more progress. So you need to be willing to learn, but not willing to learn from these bullshit ass influencers that record these 5-minute videos, 6-pack in 30 days and stuff like that. Like how to learn the muscle up in 30 days, really easy. Some of these videos might actually be true, but the content you should be consuming is long form podcasts, books from people that are years and years into this topic. I would recommend 2 people that are going to help you release these handbrakes. The first one is Dr. Andrew Huberman. He's this 49-year-old scientist who is like jacked. He now wears these glasses so he looks like a geek, but he's like huge as hell, really healthy. He's going to probably live until like 120 years old. And then the next one, he made a podcast with him, is Dr. Andy Galpin. He's really good in like nutrition and how to train and all of these different things, but his videos are like at least 30 minutes long. So that's going to be a training for this short form content consumption. Stop consuming this. If you watch an hour of his videos, you will be more educated than if you watched 10,000 TikToks or 10,000 Reels or 10,000 YouTube Shorts about training. If you enjoy this video, make sure to don't make sure to like. Make sure to go through all of these 5 things and completely release these handbrakes, because if you don't do this and you don't improve, your like is basically useless. So if you decide to dedicate the next years into quitting all of these things, or if you don't have some bad habits, avoiding them. And how many likes does this video get is going to be a message to me on how many people's lives and workout journeys I managed to change. Because this will change your life forever. Bye. Take care, bro. You got this.